Okay, we are live, and it's a little bit dark as usual. How are you all doing? Let me just get my socks on. It's cold. Winter is coming. Yeah, another informal or infernal, depending on your world view, I guess, live stream. um, and we're going to talk about something I find quite interesting. Uh, Professionalism. Are you a professional person or not? And how do we deal with people who are not? Okay, so let's give it a few seconds so that people can join the chat. First of all, I will say that I'm still here. Way wonderful. Uh, we're going to talk about that as well. Um, and yeah, things are happening. Things are happening. Hi there, Jen. Always good to see you. Fish Tank and Wolf for Odin and Maria. Um, Maria says, "Hi there, warrior. Don't you dare give up your power or suggestion is very powerful, my friend." Um, Wonderful. Thank you. Let's see. I'll get my glasses. Since I am, according to certain actors in the social media business, such an ancient person. Okay. Fear the honey badger. Back in the old days on YouTube, when things were fun, um, I think there was actually a channel called Honey Badger Radio or something, like a woman or a couple of women there talking about men and women, gender roles, and things like that, and masculinity. Um, Maybe I remember incorrectly there. Sorry, something in my eye. Um, okay. I don't play shop. Now, you're wondering what I mean by that, but we have an expression here in Norway that I have tried to translate, and it translates into that. I don't play shop. Leker ikke butikk in Norwegian. Now, what that means is that hold on, I'll just pin your message there, Maria, and thank you for that, so that you can read it. Okay, don't play shop. I don't play shop. It means that we are going to be professionals and we're going to do things the proper way, and we're not going to let people treat us in an unfair, unjust, or unprofessional manner. That's basically what it means, and it means also that you don't do things for free. Like, of course, you can do friends a favor for free. You know what I mean, but it's not like this channel, and I'm not going to rant about YouTube so much this time, but um like the shorts shit they have here, like, oh, you can make $1 or maybe 10. No, sorry, not going to do that, because I don't play shop. Okay, and this is quite important, and it should apply to every aspect of your life that is not play romance, or being with friends and family. You know what I'm saying? It's like if it's in your professional life, don't play shop and don't interact with people who are expecting you to play shop. We're not kids, and we are going to be treated fairly, and we are going to treat other people that we interact with in a fair and just manner. If someone is doing a job, they will get paid, and we will be honest and we will treat them well. Um, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jen. Yes, next time. So I will say this. You need to have the right attitude, and I will get to my point there. But I'm just sharing some of my, can we call it, life experience, things I have learned. And mind you, I had to learn this the hard way, because as a novelist, you are expected to do things for free. Like a lot of things for free. Oh, can you? They will call you up. Well, not now, but back in the old days, they would call you up and say that, can you come and do this reading here for us for free? Read from your book for free. It's good advertisement for your book. Um, so no, we don't play shop. Okay. Okay. Are we having problems with buffering? Or can you hear me? Can you see me? How are things working? Uh, okay. Are we are we okay now? Do I have to start this over again? I am back. Okay. I'll keep going then. I will keep going. Mind you, this is not looking like it looked when YouTube cut me off. I mentioned a certain nation now at war with the neighbor nation in the Middle East, and they cut me off. So this is that looked very different. This was probably the internet connection or something at YouTube. Okay, so let's continue. I believe that it is important to remember this little phrase, directly somewhat translated from Norwegian. Don't play shop. Well, if you're 5 years old, you can play shop, or shopkeeper. I hope that's the right expression. You know. Thank you, John. Thank you so much for that. But if you're an adult, you should not be expected to do that. Now, we are going to have to talk a little bit about YouTube, because I have a crystal ball. Uh, I have a crystal ball right here. Well, can you see it? Well, it's a lens. It's a lens from a car. You can take this out from a car, and make it use it to make fire. But let's use this as the crystal ball, and I've seen into the crystal ball, and I've seen where YouTube is heading, and it's quite funny what they're trying to do. They are sitting in their boardrooms and they're saying that, you know, we have all these young people and they would basically make content for free just to get their smug little faces on the screen, in the hope of being celebrities. So, why would we pay these salty, old, difficult content creators? Why would we pay them? No, we won't. So we will gradually take that away, the ad revenue and all that. Let them sit there and beg for money. let them sit there and beg for people to buy their merch and things like that. But we're going to just gradually take that revenue away, you know. Um, yeah, that's what I think is happening right now. That's where we are heading. There was a time when I would, if people said I want to be a YouTuber, I would say go for it. Now I would say maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should think twice about that. So again, I'm not here to play shop, and therefore I am now reaching out to. I'm reaching out to people who will help me branch out, um, so to speak. YouTube will be only one of many platforms, and it will be treated as one of many platforms. Um, what does it mean, play shop? I looked it up. I am fairly certain to play shop is what um, kids do when they play. Like, I have this thing and I will sell it to you. They play shopkeeper. Both are used to describe that little game that kids are playing. Okay, so Militant says I play shop with my little girl sometimes. She nearly always overcharges me. Um, no, I didn't use Wikipedia. But okay. Um, I think it's wise to avoid actors who expect you to play shop. And also, let's expand this a little bit, okay? It really is about expecting to be treated like a thinking person, like someone who can think for himself or herself. And what we're seeing now is that we are being fed opinions, ready made opinions that are easy to digest. So here I think that the term play shop doesn't really apply, but it's the same thing. It really is. You're being expected to be a little kid, basically, intellectually. Mainstream media and also social media a lot of the time they will just feed you opinions. Now, I will use Tucker Carlson as an example. I like him actually. I like him because I actually like him, but he is guilty of having made a career sitting there feeding people words that they want to hear. And in that sense, he's no better than the CNN news anchors of this world and people like that. Now, we should not do that. We shouldn't feed people ready-made opinions that very often fits their feelings and so on. We should rather think more highly of people and suggest that people should investigate and look into things themselves. Um, that's my opinion, at least. So, yeah, concerning Tucker Carlson, I have a lot of respect for him because of he sh- he showed himself to be a person of integrity, um, and all that. But we're not getting into that now. Now, um, again, you know, we need to approach people in a professional manner, and that means that we need to have some expectations. It doesn't matter what you do. If you're a carpenter, if you're a lawyer, if you're a content creator, um, you can't go out there and accept whatever terms are offered to you. You just can't. And if there is one person or one company that continuously keep offering you lousy conditions, lousy terms, lousy pay, you will have to go elsewhere. You can't keep going to that. The dogs have been out walk from. Okay, you can't keep going back to that company, that person, and expect that they will treat you differently. Um, this is why it's important to have competition, to have a free market. If you don't have that, people or companies don't need to make an effort. They don't need to pay people um, a decent amount of money for the work that they're doing, and so on and so on. And that is what we are seeing in, on social media, where you don't have a free market. You have these big tech companies with their claws into everything, and that's a big problem. It's a problem for the free, um, what's it called, information flow, the flow of free information and easily accessible information, and so on. And it's going to get worse. Hold on, I'm just going to close the door. So, um, Maria says, do the right thing even when no one is looking. It's called integrity. Yes. Steven says, I have received my instructorship in bushcraft survival this summer. Congratulations. That's wonderful. Um, yeah, Nightwing says YouTubers could easily not post for 1 to 6 months, but it's greed again. That spoils everything. That lack of willpower is shocking. Well, I think that it's like if I quit YouTube, people now YouTube will just fill the void, if there is a void at all, in a matter of seconds, you know. um, so let's see here. Um, I'll just scroll up a little bit. Um, uh, Now, JF House is asking, you don't like to commercialize your content? No, I don't. I haven't. And I wouldn't like to do that. But I will say that, let's say if I get someone to work with me and to take that burden off my shoulders, they would have to get paid. And then there would have to be more commercialized videos, I guess, to pay for that. But it would not be like you see in some videos where they just have, you know, I just shake my head at that. So, okay. Yeah, I'll scroll down now. Wow, Dalvik. Well, thanks a lot for that donation. What is your opinion on raw dairy consumption, organic foods, fruit and veg, etc.? It's a way forward, far from corporate greed and harmful chemicals. Well, raw dairy consumption is not always safe. I'm sorry to say that. I have looked into that in detail, and it is not always safe. Sorry. It is, yeah. Some people will disagree. It's just a way. Do what you like. But of course, organic food is better than the one with GMO, with all the chemicals and all that, of course. Um, now, oh yes, I said a bad word. The Middle East. Maybe I should just start speaking, saying all the bad words in Norwegian. Um, so, Osterkuste from the US stumbled on the live chat. Hi there. Um, so, I'm saying a lot, says some troll sometimes. So I'm going to say it more just to annoy the troll. uh, Yeah, well, food is always, an interesting topic. There, there it is again. I need to think a little bit. There's a delay here in my head because I'm translating from Norwegian into English. Um, and now I started thinking about it. I can't do that. I'll just have to do my best here, and I will need a little bit of breaks now and then so that I can do the translation in my head. Yeah, so food is important, of course. It's not like, you know, yeah, I'm not going to get into it. I don't feel like it. Okay. Uh, please be civilized in the chat. Okay. We have no tolerance here for people who are not okay against other people in the chat. If you, I don't tolerate that. If I see someone being nasty to other people here, no, you'll be gone. Bree says no notifications from YouTube, even after double checking all my notification settings. Yeah, that's YouTube for you. We know this now, that YouTube is doing their best not to have people watching my videos and live streams. We know this. The banhammer is lurking in the dark. Hi there. Good to see you. In an SHTF scenario, would you start a Viking clan? Is Mr. Pearl Jack is asking. Well, why not? And why wait? So, yeah. They want Giro Lab says they want this platform to turn into like a PG Disney style streaming site. Yeah, I have noticed that they are heading in a certain direction, aren't they? How many smug little beardless faces are they going to fill up your recommended feed with? I don't know. Probably quite a lot of them. So that's where we are going. Isn't it nice? Isn't that wonderful? Danny says, have you guys tried the allow all notifications in the subscription button? It's personalized notifications by default. That's the stupid bell, isn't it? You need to choose all notifications. They've made it really difficult on purpose. Tough pills to swallow. Thanks a lot for that donation. What if an EMP from the sun took out the internet entirely? Would the world be better off? I will say no. As per today, no. Because we still have the ability to reach each other. we are still in the last stages of the free internet. There is still some of that left. 10 years from now, I don't know. I don't know. Maria says, don't let them demoralize you. Well, resub F and the screw tube. We got your back. Thank you. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate that. Keeps me going. Yeah, it's funny. James hates. A nice nickname there. Bjorn does not even talk about politically incorrect stuff in any way. Well, one should think that. I am quite what people would call moderate, and I've been accused of being a liberal many times, which is funny because I'm not a liberal. But it is funny that I here's what I think is going on basically on the internet. It's not smart. Um, the AI they're using is not smart, and the people sitting there like human beings, actual human beings, are uneducated, uncultured, immature, and maybe not so bright. That's I'm pretty sure that's the case actually, and that's why we are seeing these strange results, and they are basically going by the words, not what you say. So if you say a word or a combination of words, that's it. Then they shadow ban you or whatever. Proud Siam Prince says, I bought one of your books at Gudvangen yesterday. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we don't know exactly what's going on. The AI is a big threat. Everyone who is using AI is helping AI to get better. So don't do that. So my books are not in English as per today, but do go to my website. There's among all my books there's a above my head website address there, um, and you can go there. You can subscribe, and you will get information there and a notification when my books are available in new languages and so on. How do you pronounce the name Bjorn? Bjorn, as I said now. My hair. That's what I use for my hair. One of the glossiest kept mains. Let's see. Do you gather your own beard or oils from your environment? No, I don't. I don't. It's yeah, the petition is still going. It's on the website. Links to that. And I just use normal shampoo and things like that, I guess. Okay. Grapeseed oil? No, 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 not really. Yeah, people seem to be quite positive about AI. That's nice. And it's like I don't get even irritated about that because it's only a matter of time before people, I mean, and all people out there, even the people working on improving AI right now, even those people, I mean, all people out there, will regret what they did, and they will understand that that was a effing terrible idea. So just wait. It will probably not take very long. So we will all be in agreement. It's just a matter of time. So, yeah. And you will, just to clarify, those people out there who are positive towards AI will be in agreement with those who are negative towards AI now, and everyone will be negative towards AI. That's how it's going to go. I don't need a crystal ball to tell you that. So, yeah, and it's good. Yeah, used as a tool. Yes, yes, it's wonderful. It is wonderful. There are some things that are so obvious that, just wait. Just wait. And it's a little bit like the big cough medicine. The big cough medicine. And it was so obvious. And I said, it's up to you. You need to make your own decision. Just please look into it. I'm not going to allow that happening to me. And it gives me no pleasure to have been correct about that. You know, I think it's kind of the same with AI. It's not going to give me any pleasure in the future when everyone understands that that was a terrible idea. We should never have done that. We should never have gone that way. So, yeah, can be used for good, and it will. It mostly will be used for evil. Okay. Um, that's interesting. One pickle peasant. What would the Vikings have taken for cold and cough? Boiled cedar. We don't really know, but we do know that they had great knowledge of the medicine that was available to them. Um, but of course, it was limited because they did not have antibiotics. So, if you got a lung inflammation, it could have, it probably killed a lot of people back then. So, Red Wolf Moon, are you now watching my video on how to make flint and steel fire? That's wonderful. Yeah, willow bark. Now, if you take willow bark and you chew it, it's what do you call it? Do you call that aspirin in American or English? The against headache, actually. Aspirin, is that what you call it? Okay, yeah. Um, Now spruce is now, early in the spring. I I like to take. I'm like the deer out in the woods. I like to take the soft, very light green, what do you call it, shoots on spruce on the branches, um, and eat them because it tastes. It's a wonderful taste. Um, Not all of them. That would not be kind to the tree, but um, Yeah, yeah. Don't chew the outer bark of the willow. It's the inner bark. The outer bark of any tree is dead. Um, it's always the inner bark that you can sometimes eat, actually. Um, okay. Now we are into the chat conversation part of this live stream, which I enjoy very much, I must say. Um, okay. Yeah, Mr. Sorpos, fellow Norwegian here, says the spruce shoots are tasty and very versatile. I only pick two or three shoots from each tree myself. Um, Now, interesting question here. Olav Lange Hansen. How would Vikings organize in case of anarchy in today's world, where there are few amongst where they are few amongst many? Someone said in groups of 7. You mean if there was like anarchy? That's very interesting because if I understand your question correctly, one of the few examples of an anarchy, functioning anarchy, that would be Iceland in the 1200s. That has been used as an example of a anarcho-capitalist society. I think that's the term. So anarchy can function. I will add that it didn't function very long because they had blood feuds and it was problematic, I can tell you. Um, yeah, okay. Yeah, honey, green-eyed lady. Actually, honey was in Scandinavia not so common as people think. That was probably seen as somewhat of a luxury. Now, we do know that they did, at least I think, was that in the British Islands somewhere, evidence that they kept bees in these baskets covered with clay, I think. They were not like the beehives, the bee boxes that beekeepers use now. That are you can take out these. They take out the boards, and there are honey and stuff on it, right? And they had to break them apart actually. So did they keep bees in Scandinavia? I think probably because why wouldn't they? You know, because everything that was on the British Islands was probably tried at least here because they had so much interaction. But still, um, honey was seen as probably like a luxury food or item. Um, yeah, and of course you use honey to make mead. So one pickled peasant says, "I love my bees." uh, so okay, yeah, honey is very healthy, isn't it? Absolutely. Um, okay. I'll scroll up a little bit. Now, I will say that I will not always have time for the next few weeks to do live streams in the mornings, which is evening for people in North America, I think. Now, because I'm editing a book, which and it takes a bit longer, and so on. When I have time, I will do it, but I will try also to do some live streams at this time of the day, as I'm doing now. So now I will say that you know YouTube has been giving me a lot of problems lately, and it's not nice. It's not enjoyable. It's it just isn't. This community is great though, so that's why I'm here. That's the only reason why I'm still here, actually. Okay. So, oh, good to see you, Shaky Power. Thumbs up to you as well. Some artists says, relax, nothing is under control. Yeah, there's a theory. That's good that you mentioned that. There's this theory. You want to hear it? The theory is that the people at YouTube, they don't know what's going on. Now, I don't know if this is true, but that's the theory. They have lost control of the algorithm and how it works. I don't know, but if that is true, it kind of, I, I don't, I don't know. I think they are in control because yeah, I think they are in control. At least they can crush some channels and make life difficult for some of the creators and push other creators up. They do that. It's obvious, and some creators pay for the views, and it's kind of fake, the whole thing. Um, Now you can pay for advertisement, of course. That's not fake, but I mean, they get views from computer generated profiles, so that's cheating the way I see it. Okay. Yes, Shaky Pavel seem childish. Yeah, they YouTube, they kind of that's I agree. Kind of, and we're not talking about the content that they are seem to want, but how they interact with us. Um, Thomas says I'm looking a little bit more refreshed today. Well, thank you for that. I have a life also outside of YouTube, and sometimes life happens, and it will affect me. You know, Tara, do you have the same sweater? That's wonderful. Oste, Ostekust, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Thank you for the donation. Where can I learn more about Norse heathenism? Well, books. Um, Basically, there are lots of books out there. Just start reading and yeah, keep an open mind and read the old tales about the Esir and the Vanir, and thank you for asking. Um, Proud Scion Prince says, well, thank you. Thanks a lot. I have one bottle of mead from my town left. You want it? I'll be working as a freeman this summer at Gudvangen. Olav spoke highly of you. Well, that's very nice of him. Thank you. I might be going to Gudvangen this year, actually. I hope to do that. I hope to. go to Gudvangen. I'm getting a new tent and even a bed to keep in my tent. So yeah, proper Viking camping. Why do heathens like? I think I can say that word. It's too sophisticated for the YouTube people and YouTube, AI. Why do heathens like phallic architecture? Do we? How can you say that? Isn't it more like um, big towers? I mean, big towers? That would be more like churches and stuff that have that, right? It's I think it's something that humans seem to like to build for some reason. Maria says that camping is her happy place. Yeah, I agree. The Happy Viking, says Sister Golden here. The Happy Viking is a popular bar and grill here. That's wonderful. I think Vikings were happy most of the time. I think so. I've to keep fit 4-9 says the gym is my happy place. Wonderful. Wolfo Odin says read the Håvamål. Absolutely. Sheki Pavel says they like to erect towers. Yeah, that's funny. One pickled peasant says, Bjorn, do you follow ancient Viking teachings or post-Christian teachings? Well, I try my best to follow the ancient or pre-Christian teachings. But the problem is, of course, that most of the things that were written down in Christian times. And so we have to kind of guess a little bit and try to adapt it and use our knowledge of history to subtract and add a little bit. Okay. I'll scroll up a little bit here. Yeah, translation of Håvamål, are you talking about that? There are several actually, and it's difficult to translate. It is very difficult to translate it. You can send me a letter, that is possible, yes. But the address is in the video, no, the info page on this YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to call it a day now soon, I think. Will you be going out in the woods soon making a video? I'm doing that all the time. I was out this morning actually. Okay. Quibbles? Do you consider yourself a conservative? I would like to say yes, not in the traditional conservative sense of the word. Um, but I think it's worth conserving those things that are good. And I don't necessarily believe in changing things that are already working. Um, so maybe in that sense, I'm a conservative. Um, some people think I'm like they get very disappointed with me when they discover I'm not a Christian conservative because some of my views are in line with Christian conservative views of things. I guess some of them, and others are not at all. So yeah, I am. Yeah, yeah, I like the Jackson Crawford translation of Havamal. Um, Torchbearer. I agree. I like that one. Yeah, well, Christians get very be hurt. Well, some do, and I would add that there are lots of Christians here. Um, I don't really, I can't really say that that's a common problem with Christians. I don't think that would be fair. Um, s- it, but it's there's a word. The people who always go on and on about Bible verses, and they call them. I can't remember. Can't remember, but the crazy ones. The crazy ones. Yeah. Um, angelic, ange, angelicals. Is, do you know what I mean? Evangel, even, evangelical. Okay, okay. Um, so evangelicals. I think I've got it now. Evangelicals. Yeah, it says quibbles. They're little nuts. Yeah, I know. Um, and some of them, well, so that's those are the people I have a problem with. No, I don't have a problem with Christians, but I have a problem with those. Um, Derek says, "I'm a Christian, but I let others live the way they want. I'm not out to convert everyone or pester everyone about converting. I believe what I want, and you are free to do the same." Exactly, Derek. That's how. Yeah, perfect. Um. Oh, okay. I can't say the word. It's too late. Um, Elegant Witchery says conservatives are different now. They are more open about things, not Bible thumpers and not rhinos. In fact, the rhinos need to all go. I don't even know what a rhino is. Um, yeah, I think I can't even say the word of that country where they are using things that go boom in the night, things that fall from the sky and burn. I can't even use that name anymore. I'm honestly afraid that they will just ban my whole channel if I do that again. Uh, but anyway, Wolf Odin says, look up Viking music on YouTube. Folk pagan, good stuff. There's Viking metal as well. Absolutely. Yeah, I know what rhino means, the animal, but it's like a political or religious group or something as well. Uh, am I? So Andy says, Bjorn is the only right wing YouTuber I follow. I'm socialist in real life. I don't know if I'm right wing. Uh, I don't think the right wing, left wing thing means so much anymore. Um, okay. So, um, I will say, it's like if you look at how some people treat religion, whether it be whatever religion it is, or not only religion, but also if you have an ideology that you're following. I think the rule that everyone should follow is the same rule that you follow, hopefully, concerning your genitals. Yes, I said that word. Um, Especially if you're a man, you know, you can, and it goes like this: it's okay to be proud of it, and it's okay to, to it gives you joy and that's fine, but and all that, it's all good and well, but don't take it out in the public and don't try to force it on people. Just don't do that. It's not nice. So yeah, um, that's how people should go about with religion and ideology, in my mind. Bit of a joke there, of course. Um, so, Mr. Sopos was a bit more direct there in his comment. Yes, absolutely. Um, okay. Marian Gragas, isn't that what you're doing? Only your religion is currently cool? Marian, is that the boy's name or girl's name? Marian. Marian, are you a girl? Marian, are you a girl or a boy? Because I'm actually, I'm, you're a woman, okay. I had to ask because if you were not a woman, I would be a little bit more nasty than I'm going to be now. Okay. But I'm going to be a little bit nasty just because I can. Um, First of all, the Norse heathen belief system is not a religion. It's said. That means that it's a custom. It's a way of life. It's a way to understand. It's a life and death and nature. And the thing is, I'm going to be nice with you. Don't worry. Yeah, it's a way of life and a way of living. Currently cool. Do you know that even our letters, everything suggests here on social media that they're banned? Our symbols are banned because they're called hate symbols. Do you know how it feels like to be ridiculed when you're a boy in school because you grew up with access to the ancient myths of your people, and everyone else was a Christian? Doesn't It's not so cool when you're 10 years old. Where I live, you had people, if they did not do like the Christian king said, if they continued their old customs, they would get their hands cut off. Some were burnt at the stake. That's how cool it was. So now, currently cool. We have everything against us. Us Norse heathens, we have everything against us. And believe me, the people pulling the strings in this world, they're not enemies of the church. Let's just put it that way. Okay. So, oh, here we go. Christian in name only. Everyone who did bad things, they were not Christians. Isn't that nice? You need to do better than that. Okay. So, we're not going to let us be, I don't know what the term is. It's later. I've been up for a long time. Yeah, there's something about having a culture being taken away, or they try to take your culture away, and it's still going on today. Worse than ever, I would say, because now we have the console culture and social media, and well, it's everywhere. So, yeah. Yeah, it's happening here in Europe, Graham. Absolutely. We have, you know what? I was reluctant. I was reluctant because the claims were that there were people in governments actively working to rewrite history and to belittle our Norse culture, the pre Christian Norse culture. I was very reluctant, and I did not, I was wrong because that is actually the truth. And I want to thank you guys for pointing me in the right direction there, because you did that, and you were correct. It's far worse than I thought it was. Why are they doing that? I mean, why can we not be proud of our Norse? Well, me as a Norseman, I'm proud of my ancestry, right? And if you're a Celt or a Slav, you you should be proud of your ancestry, right? Why can we not? Why not? Why is that not okay? Hmm. I think we all know the answer, you know, and that worries me. So, King Kong have subscribed to my website. Thank you for that. Thank you. Alex99X says, I'm Slavic and I'm fully proud of all Slavic people. Wonderful. Thumbs up there. Um, Maria, as always, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Anglo-Saxons in the UK. What's that about? What is going on there? Well, we know what's going on. I mean, if I was an Anglo-Saxon, I would be proud as HELL. I mean, what a rich history. I mean, and then you're not supposed to even mention it? What? Yeah. Oh, we have AST is Basque. Is that how you pronounce it? Oh yes, Magnus, I'm writing a new Jomsviking novel, of course. That's what I do. Oh, Quibbles is asking. Sorry, I think you asked about that. Snow. There is no snow now. We had snow. Now it's gone. So people get a little bit. They don't know what's going on in my videos on the main channel because one week there will be snow and the other week no snow. And but that's the climate here. I'm in southeastern Norway, and it's the winters are like that. But when we move into December and January, there will probably be snow that stays on the ground. Oh, thank you, Magnus. Thank you. But okay, I'm getting tired now. I'm going to have to call it a day. And yeah, thank you for joining the chat. And I am very glad to still be here um, and all that. So, okay, as always, stay strong and we'll talk soon. Okay, bye.